Today, if you are on the lookout for some holiday stocking stuffers, well, we got a list.
Oh boy.
That won't leave you
Lost in the shuffle, but maybe lost in this giant stocking.
Paula, I am so excited for today's episode because we are going to do a rapid fire list of suggestions of holiday stocking stuffers that...
Ooh.
Yes, and these are games that we think that me, you, and the people we love would enjoy pulling out of a stocking on a holiday morning.
Yes, and I have so much to say because I'm so enthusiastic, but today I'm going to be quick, I'm going to be short, and I'm not going to go on way too long.
And I totally believe you.
Well, should we start?
Yes, let's kick things right off with a trivia game with a twist that I've been really enjoying, which is CDSK. Actually, this is a stocking-compatible travel-size version of the game.
I was going to say, wait, I'm used to seeing this in, a normal-size box.
I know, this is an abnormally sized box. Just like the original, the board is part of the box.
Oh, cool.
Look at that. Whip,
Oh, my
beep,
gosh.
whip.
I don't even want the regular size one. I want the small one.
Well, you're easy to please. But just like the original, it comes with its own set of cards. No player pieces, though. Just like the original, you do have to supply your own player pieces to go down the board. In case you're not aware of what CDSK is, it's a simple trivia game. But the twist is, every single card has a category with 10 questions in that category, numbered 1 through 10. Higher the number, the more points it's worth, but the harder the question.
So you say ahead of time, ooh, I know a lot about animal husbandry. So let's go with an 8. Or you might be like, wow, I don't even know what animal husbandry is. So we're going to take the 1. And you get the easier question, but it's worth fewer points.
And it's simply just a race to go down the track, and you got to push your luck to answer the most difficult question that you think you can to make that progress. Fantastic trivia game, and this is the little travel-size version of it.
Yay.
Let's just put our games right here on the shelf.
Yeah, under the tree.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf?
Or
Well, this
not on the
is...
tree.
Would you like the honors?
I would love to pull out the next game.
Okay.
Oh, wow, what a surprise. It's Flip 7.
Not only that, it is my personally played copy of Flip 7.
So it does not come in this little plastic jewel case.
No, it does not. It does not come in the little plastic deck box with a rubber band on it.
No, it comes in like an Uno kind of size style box. Do you have family members who like to play blackjack or 21? That's the vibe, right? But minus the actual money gambling part. So you're flipping over cards trying to get as many points as possible because each card is worth the value printed on the card. But if you ever flip over a duplicate card, you bust. There are 12 12s in this deck. There are 11 11s. There are 10 10s. So the higher value cards are also more likely to make you bust.
It is as easy to teach as, would you like another card? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, put that on our little stocking shelf. Speaking of card games, we got in here another little one called Sky Joe. This game is pretty simple as well. Each player has a grid of cards that they're going to be compiling. You'll be flipping over cards as you take them and you place them and you reveal them. And as soon as the player has revealed all their cards, the game ends and you tally up the points based on the numbers of the cards you've collected. It almost gives me a set collection meets Uno meets Sudoku feel.
Oh.
It was out of print for a long, long time. But it's back, and it's everywhere now, and it's worth checking out.
Why is it called Sky Joe? Is the theme that you're named Joe and you're jumping out of an airplane?
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add to that at all. That was the perfect question. I believe that Sky Joe is derived from the Greek Skyjoius, which is Joe owns an airplane.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
And this one's slightly older, and it's
Oh, Hive!
Hive Pocket specifically. To make it stocking stuffer size friendly. This is the small version.
Oh,
You can
look,
put
they're
it
so
in the bag.
cute! They're teeny tiny little insects. That's
See, I feel like they're a really good size. This is great. So if you're a fan of a checkers or a chess or that kind of style abstract game, this is for 2 players. You each have a queen bee, and basically you're trying to move your pieces to surround your opponent's queen bee before they surround your queen bee, and each of the pieces, the different bugs, move in a different way. And I mean, it's just such a great little 2-player abstract strategy game.
It's like you took chess and mixed it with checkers and ended up with a game that's nothing like either.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, definitely add Hive to the pile.
What is next, Chazaroo?
The next eye-poppin' game we have in here actually isn't a game at all, but it is a booklet full of games. Look at this guy.
You kind of do need a big stocking for this, unless maybe you roll it up.
You can roll it up. Look at that. That's stocking compatible. Yeah. This is a book that is just full of lots of little strategy puzzles and word games and all sorts of little spatial puzzles and such. You just grab a pencil, you grab this book, and you are good to go with some analog puzzling activities.
I want this. This is great.
Bonus points. Stands up on its own.
Whoa.
It's about to fall over, but that's no fault of its own. I take full responsibility for that. Please do not deride Dr. Finn's amazing, awesome strategy puzzle book for the eventual gravity-based fall over. Next up in our stocking is not one, not two, not even three, but an entire pack o' games.
Oh my gosh, they're so small. They look like packs of gum.
They do, in fact. But they're not gum. These are the pack o' games. They're small, they're portable, they're all 3-letter titles, and coincidentally, they're also the game that helped make this entire week of episodes possible. If you're not familiar with the Pack of Games series, well, there's over 20 games in this ultra-portable collection, each designed in this pack of gum size and filled with different strategies and puzzles lasting far longer than a regular pack of gum. Each game is available separately or in 3 different 8-game bundles. For example, set 1 here has 8 games, including Hue, where players secretly select colors to build the largest saturated sections. Gem, an auction in which rival jewel collectors must leverage their assets and wit. Lie, a last-person-standing bluffing game. Bus, which requires players to balance speed and capacity to get passengers to their destinations. And Shh, a game of silent cooperation to spell words and rid your hands of as many letters as possible. There's also a micro expansion available with 30 more cards to add new and extended gameplay for each of the titles in set 1. So whether individually or together as a set, Pack o' Games are a perfect stocking stuffer. Follow the link in this video's description to find all the Pack o' Games on their website and at Barnes & Nobles everywhere. Pick them up and then really give your brain something to chew on. All right, so that is the Pack o' games, which, as you mentioned, hold them carefully. Even if it wasn't sponsoring this week of episodes, would have been one of the stocking stuffers.
We talked about them. They're very cool.
Yes, they are really cool. Also cool, Matthew Jude. So let's go check in with Matthew with the first of his 3 stocking stuffer suggestions.
My first recommendation, small box one, is the brand new Mindbug set that came out. I've got it right here. It's Mindbug King of Tokyo. Who knew such a wonder could exist in this world? So this is everything that we like about Mindbug, the back and forth mind games of stealing our opponent's creatures. But the cool thing about Mindbug King of Tokyo, this adds in the power cards from King of Tokyo. It gives you the opportunity to get energy, and you can spend that energy on the cards that break everything, change all the rules. It's just wacky fun. This is approachable because a lot of board gamers aren't TCG, Magic the Gathering players. But a lot of board gamers will go, okay, I know King of Tokyo. I can get into this. It's a trap. It's a mind bug all of its own.
Chaz, I'm ready to talk about the next game. Can I pull another game out of this?
Please do.
Oh boy! It's Illusion by Wolfgang Warsch. I'm acting surprised, but I put it in there. This is a game I really love. You're trying to say how much color is on these cards. What percentage of this card is red? And the answer's on the back, so don't look at the back. And so you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, that's pretty red. And then you pull out the next one. And you're like, ooh, I think this has less red on it. So I'm going to make it less. I think this is more red. And so you're going to put it here. But maybe it gets to you and you're like, I think that's wrong.
I do.
I think the card that you just placed is wrong. I'm going to call your bluff. And then you flip over all the cards and you see if they're in order or not. You get tricked. They're little optical illusions where you can't quite tell how much of this card is green. I really highly recommend this game.
Okie doke. Are you ready for the next game?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, I got it in here since... oh my gosh! Oh, that was my interpretive manifestation of Cthulhu Love Letter. Or Lovecraft Letter is like your standard fun game of Love Letter. Lovecraft Letter is a variation of it that adds strange twists to it.
I was going to say, that looks like a lot more cards than should be in Love Letter.
You got your odd abilities. You got your reference cards. You got your strange things that will happen. So it takes Love Letter and it does ratchet it up a level. That's why I chose this specific version, because this was like Love Letter Plus.
Cool.
All right, so Lovecraftian Letter. It's going to go right here next to Flip 7. Ooh.
I'm nervous, Chaz, about pulling the next game out because I'm feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I guess I should just do it and see what happens. Fake it till I make it.
Fake it till you make it, Paula.
With a fake artist goes to New York. Oh, she's good.
It was a segue.
Boy. This is an Oink game, everyone. And they have so many games in these great little boxes. And it's kind of one of those hidden identity social deduction games because all of you are artists except one who is fake. Everyone but one person knows what is being drawn. These are old. This is my copy, so these are old drawings we've done. One at a time, you do one thing for the drawing. And then the next person adds a line, and the next person adds a line. And you do this until you're done with the picture. And then people guess who didn't actually know what was being drawn, who was the fake artist. And it's just a great little twist on that, like, hidden identity social deduction game.
It's put such a unique twist on the hidden traitor type of game. I've never played another game like this. Well, since we're on the topic of Oink games, I think we just happen to have another one in here, which is Deep Sea Adventure. Ooh. I dig this
People
game.
like this.
In this game, every player has a meeple that represents a little diver, and you have little tokens that you're going to randomize and put out that represent the depths of the ocean that you're diving down into. And as you go down, you're going to be flipping over tokens to get points. Deeper you go, more points you get. However, deeper you go, higher the odds are you run out of air.
Oh.
In a way, too, it almost gives me a vibe of a super tiny, streamlined Clank, even.
Oh, cool.
Because you're going down to get stuff and getting out while the getting's good, but you might not make it out.
That's a very appealing way to describe it, I think.
Thank you. I just made that up.
I like it. Oh, boy. Okay. Caveat. This might not be easy for people to get their hands on.
Okay.
This is called Wonder Bowling. It's by Itten. You are bowling, but not really. So you've got this little stick and you've got your little bowling pins. You set the pins up and they can be kind of on here, however. You have little tokens in front of you. So you have like these numbers that are like you're trying to hit this target of having that many pins showing after you've knocked some down. And the way you're going to knock them down is with this. So it's a little dexterity game. You're like, maybe I like hit it like... Oh no, I ruined it. I knocked them all over. But you're trying to like tap the box. Yeah, now I only have one left. To hit your targets and flip over all of your targets before everyone else. If it's in a stocking, highly recommend.
That is cute.
Yeah, it's great. And after all, you're my wonder ball. I'm done.
You know, it's one of the great things about games?
What?
Is that sometimes you don't even need anybody else to play with. Such as in the case of the game A Gentle Rain, which is a one-player only game, which I'll be honest, I'm not always drawn to.
I love solo games, so this is great for me.
A Gentle Rain is awesome candy, peppermint dandy, because this is a game that's just a tile laying game. You have to tile, almost not a puzzle. You don't call it. It's more not set collection. It's a pattern matching game.
Yes,
little
there you
tiles.
go. You did it. You found it.
The edges of each tile have different colored flowers and whatnot on them, and you're just trying to match up the tiles to complete the little flowers and whatnot. And it plays in 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I played this and I was like, that was really cool. I showed it to my wife. Long story short, we have 2 copies of this, one for her, one for me.
Yeah, this is a great little, like, calm kind of puzzle.
Yeah.
Just work your way through. Gentle rain, gentle rain. You know what I'm referencing.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what else is in here. Oh, look. It's a holiday-themed game.
What? That's a thing we can do?
Yeah. This, I was like, man, we got to talk about a game that is actually themed for the holidays that would fit inside a stocking. So this is called Christmas Lights. And it's kind of got that Hanabi thing where you have a hand of cards and it's different Christmas lights, but you can't see your cards.
Oh, they're turning
Everyone else can see your cards. And you're basically trying to figure out what's in your hand so that you can play down matching Christmas lights in front of you to build a little tableau of lights that actually connect.
Query.
Answer?
Do the cards light up?
No.
Still a good game.
They're just going to have to use your imagination.
That's the magic of board games, isn't it?
Oh.
Wow. Well, the next game I'm going to get my prints all over is Tricky Kids. Tricky Kids here is a trick-taking game that I got because it has a unique twist I haven't seen in any other game.
What is it?
The players will be getting a hand of cards and putting their own point values on each card.
What?
You have a certain number of points your hand must be worth.
Okay.
But you can divvy up.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, you can divvy up the points among the different suits however you want. Every round you play is the same rule set, but is going to be dynamically different
cool.
based on how you fill out
That
the cards.
sounds really neat.
Yes. So that is the trick to tricky kids.
Ooh.
What's next?
Let's find out.
Oh my. Drama.
From one trick-taking game to another.
Oh, yeah.
This is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game.
Check that out.
And I think they're just coming out with the next one, the Two Towers one as well.
In just a couple of months.
It's happening soon. This is a cooperative trick-taking game that follows the story of The Lord of the Rings. This one is specifically the book, The Fellowship of the Ring. And it's taking you through that narrative. So every round, you are doing a different chapter from the book. And so what you're trying to achieve every chapter is a little bit different.
And each chapter introduces a different objective and different player powers that each player will have going into that round.
And I'll say it works great at 4. It works great at 3. I actually think it really works well at 2. You have like a little dummy player, so you put some cards out on the table.
I myself have only played this at 4.
And you can play it solo. So no matter how many people are in your life, my friends who love the books, every time we play a chapter, they're like, oh my gosh, this is just like in the book when blah, blah, blah. So people, I think thematically it works really well for Lord of the Rings fans.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a double bonus.
Yeah.
Double bonus. Next up is a game that answers the question, why give someone a game that's only one game? Because it is dice cards.
What is this?
This is just a collection of different cards that have little mini games, and you'll be rolling dice and doing things to play each of these little mini games. So it's like you choose a selection of different little mini games to play, and you play through them. So it keeps it variety, keeps it fast, keeps it light, and it plays up to like 8 players.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah. And even at 8 players, it's like 20, 30 minutes.
This can play 8 people. That's so cool.
Yeah, and another neat thing about this is if you find certain little mini games that you really like, well, just keep those in the mix and play them more frequently.
That's neat.
My mouth broke, but I think you understood what I said.
I understood. They did too.
Excellent. Great. What's next? You're delving deep into the labyrinth of the stocking.
This is called Paper App Dungeon. It is a solo roll and write experience. I love playing this on an airplane. So if you do a lot of traveling, this is really great. So it has a procedurally generated dungeon on a notepad. So every one of these you buy is different.
Really?
Yeah, and I could buy another one and the notepad is different.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to show you because I've been playing this. Your pencil is the die, which is why it's so great. So you roll it. Oh, okay. I rolled a 1. And that's the number of spaces in this dungeon that I can move. And you're moving around the dungeon trying to collect coins and treasure and power-ups. And you just make your way through. You're just doing a little dungeon crawl through a notepad. It's lovely. It's a lovely, cool little game. It's so unique.
That is way cool.
Yeah.
You know what else is way cool?
What?
Our friend Matthew Jude, who has another stocking stuffing suggestion, which we're going to cut to while I go and fix my mouth for good this time.
Great.
As far as stocking stuffers go, it's very difficult to beat the size of the box that Llama comes in. The version I've got is the original Japanese version because, you know, I'm cool. It's such a simple game. You've got a hand of cards, you're drafting as you go around, you're picking a card each turn and you're playing that card to your tableau of cards that are going to score. But at the very start of the round, everyone playing has put down one of the cards as a scoring card. You see, the cards have the value A, B, C, D, and E, and F, and there's a G, but they also have a scoring combination, like poker hands. The ones that are really hard to do could be worth 50 points, but will you get the cards you need to do it? It's so simple, so quick. It's just absolutely a wondrous game to play. I am such a big fan of Dog Poker and Llama.
Next up is not 1, not 2, not 4.
You love pulling multiple games out of this bag.
This is the next multiple games pulled out of the box. The Kinfire Delve series, which is 3 different games in that series, which I put right in front of my face because I planned that well. Kinfire is a neat little system. They have a role-playing game. They have a worker placement game that's reminiscent of Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh.
This is a deck of cards that represents a dungeon, and you're just flipping cards, going down, fighting monsters. And what's neat, as you do things, you have to take more and more cards off the deck to represent damage or other events that happen. So, hey, you don't want to be too careless, because if you hit that final boss or the end of the game and you're not prepared, ho, 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 lights out for you.
And you can play with 1 or 2 players, I think, but it looks like you can mix all the games together to play with up to 4. I'm reading the back of the box right now. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just a 1 or 2 player game.
No, it's a keen little system.
Yeah.
It's really great. And that means you can get one of them or the collection of them, and either way, you're good to go.
They're beautiful. The art is so beautiful. I will say
yes.
these are challenging. Or maybe it's just me who's never won a game
That
I've
could be
played of Kinfire Down.
I feel like I got a 1800s mercantile shelf over here. I'm going to expect Laura Ingalls to walk in and want to get some penny candy.
Yeah, but put it on store credit, please. What we're going to talk about now is the game called Now.
Topical.
Yes. Now, this is still in shrink, but this is really fun. I played this recently.
You mentioned that you wanted to include this on the stocking stuffer list, and you talked about it so nice, I thought, well, I better get a copy of it too. So this was my stocking stuffer to myself.
Aw, I could have just brought my copy. So basically, you've got cards, blue cards, red cards, and some cards that are both colors, and they have different values on them. And you have them in your hand, and you can't look, and then you flip over some cards, and you're trying to get a card in your hand that's closest to one of the 3 on the table. And everyone's right. So at the same time, you're looking at a card, and you're like, is this closest? I'll discard it. Is this closest? I'll discard it. Oh, is this closest? And then when you get one that you think you want to do, you say now, and you just hide it. And you go until everyone's done that. And then you flip over and you see who's closest to the cards on the table, and you get to earn those cards as points. But you're only going to score for like the difference between your blue and your red cards. So you might be like, well, I have 1 card left in my hand, and so this is just the one I have to say now for and hope for the best.
So it's all about knowing when to jump in.
Yes.
Speaking of games in which you're trying to determine which card to play down the table when, we have my next selection in the stocking of fun, Duel for Cardia. This is a deceptively simple game with a twist that makes it not so deceptively dirt simple.
Oh my goodness.
Every player, and there are 2 of them,
Okay.
both players.
2 players.
That's the word I was looking for, both, yes. Both players begin with an identical deck of 16 cards. Each card has a special ability. What you will do is you'll shuffle up your deck of 16 cards, draw a hand, and then each person picks a card simultaneously to play, kind of like a smash up. You're trying to control that location.
Okay.
Play them, reveal them. Now, the player with the higher number gains control of that location. But the player with the lower number card played, their card's special ability goes off. And only theirs. I need to secure enough locations to get the points to win, but if I go right out with my highest numbered cards to secure them, I'm actually not going to win because the special powers that go off are
That
going to
sounds
get
cool.
It is way cool. And you know how each player has an identical deck?
Yeah.
They provide an alternate pair of identical decks so you can mix
it up.
things up.
I like it.
So you got some longevity and playability. Yeah. I'm going to put you right there, Cardia, and hopefully you don't fall over and spill open.
All right.
Hopefully I don't fall over and spill open either.
We're on a roll with fun little card games that are simple to teach and difficult to master. No thanks! This game, y'all, it's so good. So you have cards and you have chips, and a card will come out, and if you don't want it, you say no thanks and you pay a chip on the card, and then it goes around the circle until finally someone is either out of chips or they decide they do want that card, and they take it and all the chips on it. Any card you get gets played out in front of you, and you earn points based on the value listed on the card, but this is like golf. You want low points. So what if you get stuck with this 33? It's okay, because any card you get that's in a consecutive run, you're only going to score for the lowest value card. So if you get 33, you better believe you want a 32 and a 31 and a 30 and a 29 and a 28 and a 27 and a 26, because you want to get as low as possible. You get all these little strategies for when to take a card or when not to take a card or how to make it. You know someone really wants that card because it's going to help them get a lower score. And so, like, what are you going to do to try and make it so that it benefits you, even though they need that card? Yeah.
So yes, no thanks. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
To no thanks. And the work that you do. Okay, well, whereas no thanks has a neat little trick to it, Here is a neat little trick-taking game.
Wow, trick-taking games are so good, y'all. I love them.
Yeah, this is Yokai Septet.
This is one of my favorite trick-taking games of all time.
Mine too. And everyone I introduce this game to either asks to play it again, or next time I see them, they have a copy of it as well.
I think, too, they've just come out maybe with a new, smaller version of the game, which would be even more stocking compatible.
Yeah, this was difficult to find for a while, and there is a new edition of it, yes. So, standard trick-taking game, but it's not.
But it's not.
Because there are several different colors of suits in here, and each color of suits has a different range of numbers of cards that you're dealing with.
Now, what's cool about this game is you are trying to win the sevens. Those are the yokai. And if you win 4 tricks with 7s in them, then your team, because it's a 2 versus 2 game, wins that round, and you count up your points based on the points listed on those 7 cards. But if you win 7 tricks without getting 4 of the 7 cards, then the other team wins. So you're very much strategizing which tricks to win and which tricks you don't want to win.
Right. If you go out and you just win every trick, you might actually lose. So
Yes.
It is a fantastic game, but I will add that caveat that the scoring is a little tricky, takes a little bit of time to master how it scores.
This is like if you are already playing a lot of spades and you're ready to level up with something a little bit different, a little more challenging, Yokai Septet is for you.
Yeah. And actually, that leads me into another game I want to talk about if we want to go in the opposite direction of Similo.
Oh.
Where Yokai Septet had a little bit of a tricky scoring system. Similo is as simple can be. Because you're just going to have a grid of cards out with different various pictures on them. And one person is going to be secretly given a card that they're trying to get everyone else to select by process of elimination. So you're going to be giving clues to say, oh, this is similar to this, or this is not similar to this. And the other people are going to just be winnowing down the cards on the field until hopefully you have just one card, the correct card, left on the table.
And what's great about Similo, so you have an animals copy here, but there are so many different themes to Similo. You can get the theme that you really like. There's a fairy tales one, and there's animals, and there's IPs.
You don't say.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Look at all of them.
Yeah, you got history, you got spooky, you got myths, you got fables, you got Lord of the Rings, you got even more than that.
There's more even than that. So find the theme that makes your heart happy or makes the heart of the person you're gifting it to happy and give them that. It's great.
Yes. It's a great little game. Fast, simple, plays a large group of people.
And I think a wide range of ages.
Yes.
It could be really good if you're at a family gathering and you're like, I've got kids here and grandma. Everyone could play it.
They don't stack on shelves though. I think there's even more in this.
There's so many, look, y'all, there's so many games that'll fit in a stocking. And the next one is one that came out this year from All Play. It's called Alibis.
I got this literally last week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of those games where you're all working together, kind of in a code names or just one kind of way, if you're familiar with those games, where you have a lineup of mugshots, basically, and all of these people have the alibi for a crime except one.
They're all supervillains, aren't they?
Yes, they're all supervillains, yes. And everyone at the table has the information of 2 supervillains who have an alibi. But we can't just say, oh, number 1 and number 8 have an alibi. Instead, they're all assigned a word. And then I need to come up with a 1-word clue that will connect those 2 people so that everyone else can guess by process of elimination based on everyone's single word which villains have alibis.
It's like a combination of code names and a logic puzzle. And it's power-packed with a bunch of supervillains. You know who is not a villain but a personal hero?
Who?
Matthew Jude.
Oh.
Who we're going to cut to now with his third of his 3 stocking stuffer suggestions.
Nice.
You might be expecting a small game, but you can get a very big game in a small box if the stocking stuffer that you choose is General Order's Sengoku Jedi. I said it right. There's no way to know if I did or not. You can't prove anything. Oh my goodness. It's a full big box war game in a little parcel of joy and love. And it's beautifully presented, the artwork and everything, but it's a streamlined area control, worker placement, 2-player back and forth war game. You put your worker out and you do the action, whether that's to advance or to bombard this space or siege this space. There's 2 ways to win. This is a fantastic little game, probably not for everyone. But if you're interested in getting into those war game feeling games, this is the perfect introduction to that system, while also being a very satisfying game for people who already enjoy those things but want something that can be played quickly. There's two sides of the board, giving you different variations, different setups, and different things like siege weapons. It's wonderful. I think it's a great little stocking stuffer.
Well, speaking of villains, we have one more villain-based game, Disney Villains.
Okay.
And this is a game that first I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll try that. And it turns out that halfway through playing this game, I realized, oh, this is a re-implementation of another game that I played several years ago that I really liked. And it's like, oh, this is that game. You have a deck of cards with different numbers and whatnot. Each card is based on a different Disney character, perhaps a villain. Ooh. And you're just going through trying to play cards and give people other cards so they don't run out of cards, and you do first because you're a villain and you want to win by any means necessary.
That's what makes you a villain.
It's not the embezzling. Nah, that'll work itself out. It's wanting to win.
Yes, by any means necessary.
Very important stipulation there. This game floats around in your big box retailer locations. So if you find a copy of this, we'll make sure it stumbles its way into your stocking because I think it's definitely worth trying out. We got a few more left. The next of which is...
It is... Jaipur, one of my favorite two-player games of all time. And look, it's such a lovely size. It'll go right in your stocking. Y'all, it's so good. Basically, it's you, one other person, you're merchants, you have cards in your hand, you have a little market of cards in front of you, and on your turn, you can either pick up a card to add to your hand or turn in cards to sell that specific kind of good, because the more you turn in at once, the more points you get. But if the other player turns in their goods first, they might take that higher value point. So you're really trying to push your luck and decide when's the right time to sell and when's the right time to take cards from the middle. And maybe I should take some camels. You'll be surprised how tense this is going to feel when you play it. This will never leave my collection, never ever.
Well, that's my copy of it. The next game is pushing the boundaries of what can technically be stuffed into a stocking, but I think it's totally worth recommending.
Okay, I mean, this one wouldn't fit in my stocking, but some people have bigger stocking than I have.
This is the game Tag Team, which is a recent release. It's an auto card battler. Each player starts with two different characters that they will mix and match together, and each character has their own little deck of cards. But you'll take those decks of cards and you'll set them aside because each player starts with a deck of 2 cards. Shuffle them up, put them down on your turns. Simultaneously, you and your opponent will flip over the top card of the deck. And some cards attack, some cards defend. That's backwards, but you get the idea. Some cards do special effects. That one I got right.
Yeah.
And then you do resolve, and you flip the next card until the decks are empty. Then, here's the twist. Keeping your decks in order, you will then draw 3 cards from your remaining pool, select one, and you will place that card you selected somewhere in your deck, top, bottom, or anywhere in the middle, but keeping all the other cards in the same order. Third card down in their deck is going to be defense. Well, I know that now. I'm not going to play my attack because they're going to defend unless they place a card before that and shift that down in the order. It's so simple, yet so tactical.
Yeah.
And there is
all the characters play in a different way. It's really neat.
There's at least a dozen different characters in the box. I'm hoping beyond hope that they release an expansion that adds even more characters into the mix that you'll match up. It's quick, it's neat, but it's always different.
Yeah.
Highly recommend Tag Team. It was one of my delights of the year. Ooh. It's a new thing I just invented.
I like it.
Chaz Marler's Delights of the Year.
I like it. Next up, a stocking appropriate sized game. Again, not in its original box. This game is called Compile. This is such a neat little game. It is a lane battler. So you're going to have 3 different areas and you each have your own deck. And each deck is going to work with different powers. And they're just going to play cards out to the different lanes, trying to get the most power in each lane. And different cards will have abilities to change up the power of this card or to change up the power that your opponent has in that lane. And so you have these little powers that are going to give you twists on your points. And you're just trying to have the most points on the lanes, and it's really neat. It's really neat 2-player game.
It's another one of those where you have different little mini decks of cards that you're going to select several of, shuffle together, and that's your deck for the game. Yeah. So it's always different every time.
And they're going to play in different ways. So you're going to have a different style of play based on which decks you've drafted to combine to make your play deck.
Fantastic.
It's really cool.
Yeah. And This is compile set number 1. They just recently came out with set number 2, which introduces a whole new set of little decks for different powers.
That's cool.
I have saved my ultimate favorite stocking stuffer pick for last.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I love this game. It is a little game called Mountain Goats.
This one's fun.
It is small, is compact, but is so much fun. You have a set of goats, and you have a set of little places for your goats to go that are numbered. And you'll be rolling dice, and based on what you roll, you'll be able to use those numbers to move your goat up the matching little place they're going. Some locations take more numbers to go up, but some are really fast to go up. And you want to go up them, because if you are the goat at the upmost spot, you get the points and eventually the win. But your goats, being goats, can butt each other and knock each other back down. I'm moving goats up a hill based on dice rolls. Can I get up there first and keep my spot on the hill? Boom, Mountain Goats. Find it, play it. If you enjoy it, stuff a stocking with it.
I think there's just one more game left in there.
What could it be?
Feels like multiple things.
It's a holiday miracle.
It's sea salt and paper with
Spicy.
some expansions, extra salt, and extra pepper.
Flawless.
I love this game. You have a deck of cards. You have 2 that are flipped over so that you can see, and then you're choosing one to take. And you're basically trying to do set collection. Collecting different kinds of cards are going to score you different points. And when you get 2 matching cards or that come in a set, you have the option to play them out in front of you and activate a special power like taking another turn or getting an additional bonus point. And when you've gotten a certain number of points in your hand, you can basically call the end of the game. You can go, okay, the round ends now, count up your points, because I think I have the most. This is another one where I think the scoring can be a little bit tricky. You're probably going to want to reference the rule book as you figure out scoring. It's just so charming to look at, so charming to play. It's a really good game.
It is. And you're right. The scoring is the trickiest part of the whole thing, but even so, totally worth it.
And it is perfect stocking size. I think that's the perfect size for a stocking stuffer.
So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that is plenty of ideas for your stockings when it comes to the stuffing of them. If you have any other ideas, perhaps things we missed, let us know down in the comments.
Yes, please.
We would love to add it to future lists. Until then, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Happy holidays.